and welcome to Spelling Lists 20A and 20B. Please be sure to highlight the roots like we always do, as well as to repeat after me when I ask you to. So for list 20A, we have the root man, meaning hand, as well as the root foli, meaning leaf. The root man comes from the Latin root, and it is, one way you can remember that is of thinking of manual labor, as in labor done by hand. Foli also comes from Latin, meaning leaf. On the other side, we have the root word ject or jet, meaning to throw. And that comes from the French word jeter, which means to throw. So get ready to repeat after me. Here we go. Manuscript, emancipate, mandate, manufacture, manual, manicure, manager, manipulate, maneuver, portfolio, foliage, exfoliate, and defoliant. Okay, on the other side, we have projector, object. Actually, that in this case, we could also say object, subject, injection, jet, trajectory, jettison, eject, reject, conjecture, dejected, projectile, abject, and adjective. Okay, so if we go through and highlight here our roots, there's man in manuscript, which is a handwritten or typed composition. We have emancipate, to release from one's hand or to free. You often hear that emancipate used with to be freed from slavery. Mandate is an order or a command that originally would have been placed in one's hand, is where that comes from. Manufacture, to make by hand, or now by machine, but that's how it started. Manual, a manual is like a handbook, or it could also refer to done by hand as in manual labor. Manicure, a treatment for the hands and nails. Manager, one who handles business affairs. Manipulate, to skillfully operate by hand. Maneuver, to practice movements as in by hand, like a training exercise. Now we switch to folio. We have portfolio, so this is like a briefcase or a case used for carrying sheets or leaves of paper. That's where that foli comes in. Foliage, which would be the leaves of a plant. And we have exfoliate. Now, X here is meaning out. So to shed the material in layers, to get them out in layers or off. And then we have defoliant. So here's this foli, and D meaning removal. So a chemical which causes green leaves to drop off, the chemical removes the leaves. Okay, here on the other side, with ject, we have projector, that which throws an image forth. So pro meaning forward, so the projector throws an image. To object. So object is like to throw in the way. if you object to someone's decision. Subject, as in to throwing under. So to subject to the king's rule, for example. Oops, I stopped highlighting here. Checked. Injection, a throwing in, so like an injection of a needle or a vaccine, it goes into the skin. Jet, something thrown across the sky, such as an airplane. Trajectory, so a path thrown across. So tra or trans there, meaning across. Jettison, to throw out from. Often jettison is like to get rid of cargo. If a plane needs to lighten its load for some reason, they could say they jettison the cargo. Same thing with a ship. Eject, to throw out. Reject, to throw back, meaning again. Again, to throw, again. Reject, to throw it back. Conjecture. Conjecture is like a guess, or a guess that's thrown together. Dejected, thrown off or thrown off kilter. Sometimes if someone's dejected, they're sort of sad and feeling down. Projectile, an object thrown into space. So, and pro there meaning forward, so thrown forward into space. Abject, so abject means experienced fully. Ab means away. Ject is to throw, so fully being experienced. And this one, one of my favorites with ject, adjective. So where this comes from, it really means that an adjective is thrown toward the noun. Ad means toward. So an adjective describes a noun, so or gives us more information about a noun. So it's actually makes perfect sense. Well, I would like to invite you to spend some time on Spelling City practicing with these words and getting familiar with these roots. Okay.